Hello everyone, this is Utkarsh Jain from FinTree, and in this particular video section we will try to understand the intuition behind put call parity. But before we start, it generally helps if we have some technique to remember put call parity. And what is the technique? The technique to remember put call parity is simply sip Pepsi, be cool. Sip Pepsi, be cool. But what does sip Pepsi, be cool means? It means S plus P is equal to B plus C. So how do we put this to use? Stock plus put is equal to bond plus call, which means that we have two portfolios here. The first portfolio is stock plus a put option. The next portfolio is bond plus call option. So if you invest in a particular stock and if you buy a put option on the same stock, then the total of the portfolio that we have on the left is going to be exactly equal to the portfolio that we have on the right, which includes a bond. Now, what is the meaning of this bond and how the price is calculated, we'll see that part later on, plus a call option on the same stock. So let us go and understand this concept with the use of certain numbers. So now what we have is, we have a put option and a call option, both of them with strike price of 100, both of them have maturity of 1 year, both of them are on the same underlying asset. These are the basic requisites of put call parity. Now let us assume that we have different scenarios of actual stock prices on the date of expiry. So we have taken 3 to 4 different scenarios, and then we would try to equate the prices of first portfolio with the price of second portfolio. So what happens if the actual price of the stock by the end of the year, that means on the maturity, was exactly 20. So in that case, what we would say is that value of stock is 20. What is the value of put option? Something which is worth 20, I have a right to sell that asset in the market at 100. That means value of put option is 80. The price of put option on the date of expiry would be exactly equal to its intrinsic value. That means total value of the portfolio that we have on the left, the total value of this portfolio is going to be 100. Now what's going to be the value of bond? This bond was a zero coupon bond, and the amount was invested in such a fashion that on the date of expiry this bond will always give us exactly the strike price. That means no matter what is the stock price of in the market, the price of the bond, the value that we will derive from the bond is always going to be equal to strike price on the date of expiry. Call option is out of the money because the spot price is 20 and strike price is 100, so value of call option is 0. So what is the total value of this portfolio? Total value of this portfolio is again 100. That means when the stock price was 20, value of both the portfolios is going to be same. What happens when the stock price is 50? Price of the stock is going to be 50. Price of the put option is going to be 50. Bond is going to be worth 100, and value of call again is going to be 0. That means again the total of both the portfolios is going to be exactly same. Now what if the options are at the money, which means that what if the stock price happens to be exactly 100 on the date of expiry? In that case, stock would be 100, put option will be 0, bond will be 100, call option will be 0. Again the total of both the sides is going to be exactly 100. Now if the price of the stock happens to be 150, in that case we will say that stock is worth 150. Now the put option will become out of the money because something which is worth 150, I have a right to sell at 100 and this right is valueless. So value of put option is 0. Bond value is always 100. Now the call option will be in the money and value of call option will be 50 because something which is worth 150, I have a right to buy it at 100 rupees. Which means that the total value that we have of the portfolio is going to be 150. Total value of this portfolio is going to be 150. Again the two portfolios are exactly equal to each other. If the price is 250, stock will be worth 250, put option will be worth 0, bond will be worth 100 and call option will be worth 150, which means again the value of portfolio is going to be same on both the sides. So what it really means for us is that no matter what is the price of the stock on the rate of expiry, the value of these two portfolios, stock plus put and bond plus call, is always going to be exactly equal to each other. And if that is the case, that on the rate of expiry their values are always equal to each other, that means even today or at any point of time the value of stock plus put should be always equal to each other, and this is essentially what is called as put call parity.